Sorry that I missed your call, but I've got some problems. I've been praying, but God left me on red. At least I can say I still have a clear conscience, but I still pray He reads the message I sent. God left me on red.
Lots of conversations have been had. Easy to sit where it's comfortable and spread the gospel to the ones who've already been saved. Easy to walk amongst the ones who might be wearing a facade but don't really hold God in their heart. Put on a mask you can easily interpret as bearing fruit if they're clean and shaved, dressed to impress, raising their hands to the words echoing through a PA. Almost like we at the club where people put on a persona they don't dare to put out, where the rest might not accept your attempt to gain a real relationship with the bravest hero you ever met. Not hard to see of you and me, and the experiences are deafening. Frustrated at the glimpse, but turning the other cheek in a fit of grace, cause you have hope in them. He will breathe the success of eternal salvation, which is better than the box that they check. But it's painful cause it's not just them, but the devil on the attack.
Sorry that I missed your call, but I've got some problems. I've been praying, but God left me on red. At least I can say I still have a clear conscience, but I still pray He reads the message I sent. God left me on red.
These conversations that I have are not with the ones you'd expect. See, there's a whole world outside the walls of every congregation, and He asks for us to make sure that His sheep are fed. But as the battle rages, I walk amongst the famine, with the remains scattered about, those that could have been saved. Wool nearly burned to ash with the words that I said. The moment you ask why they don't believe in the church they would never attend, due to the knowledge they lack and the hypocrisy they fled. For them, the whole reason He bled, lost in a glimpse because their phones never rang. The doors never felt the pulse of a knock from a friend that said they'd be family under Christ to the end. So much weight in their hands, that's why I choose to forgive. But it would be wrong of me to disobey the words that He gives and sit in the comfort of my silence, cause they needed help from us, but rather than us, the enemy got to them instead.
Sorry that I missed your call, but I've got some problems. I've been praying, but God left me on red. At least I can say I still have a clear conscience, but I still pray He reads the message I sent. God left me on red.
You say He left you on red, but is that the truth or the enemy trapped in your head? See, it's always easy to blame someone else instead. When we reach up to God, we assume the answer we want Him to give. Then get quick to feel like He doesn't hear when we never prepare for the answer that just might have been best. Too quick to assume, get lost in the groove of what we desire deep in our wounds. Trapped in a void, we try to fill every gap to avoid the struggle it takes to build your strength. Asking you shall receive doesn't mean He'll lead you down a path where all that's learned is a heart full of greed. Understand what I mean? He's here and He's always been listening. But when we get selfish, we don't always make the best decisions. So we need our Father to be the one who sees the things we truly need. So take a moment to breathe, cause I promise you He will never leave.
Sorry that I missed your call, but I've got some problems. I've been praying, but God left me on red. At least I can say I still have a clear conscience, but I still pray He reads the message I sent. God left me on red.
Matthew chapter 7, verse 21. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only the one who does the will of my Father who is in heaven.